Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
So it's quiet here, but we are keeping an eye on Idalia as well.
Yeah, what's the latest, Alana?
This is going to be a major hurricane, so we're watching it closely. And as we take a look at the path, you're able to see it was approaching the western end of Cuba. But as we get through the next 12 to 24 hours, the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico will allow for that storm to strengthen, and it's set to be a Category 3 hurricane. Now, it would likely make landfall and impact Florida as well as Georgia and the Carolinas. But this is something that's going to bring torrential rain, possibly spur a few tornadoes, as well as serious storm surge. Warnings are already posted. Now, when you talk about a Category 3, it's currently a tropical storm, but it's going to get winds between 111 and 129 miles per hour. When you look at a hurricane on a satellite or a radar, it's that right front quadrant, which is, if you look at an imaginary clock, the areas from 1 to 3, where we see the strongest impact, potential storm surge, and that is what you're going to see at 6 to 9 feet. And the area that's impacted, that is that right front quadrant. As it kind of comes through, storm surge is deadly because it's not just flooding. This is an abnormal rise in the water there, and that causes really devastating damage. So it's something we're watching really closely as we get through the next couple of days. But here in the Beehive State, we don't deal with hurricanes, and we've got quiet conditions. There's that live look from the Colonial Flag Tower camera here at ABC4 News. It's 94 degrees. The breeze is blowing. We hit 95. It's above average for this time of year. We're usually topping out in the upper 80s. Satellite radar keeps quiet conditions. We don't even have much in the way of lingering moisture. There was potential over the Uintas just because they had a little more moisture potential than the rest of the state, but it's really dry overall. Daytime highs in the upper 80s in Provo, 90s on the eastern side of the state, 92 in Cedar City. We've got 90s for the I-15 corridor, and we made it to 103 in St. George. Hot. 98 is usually where they are this time of year. Along the Wasatch Front, it's going to be a pleasant evening. We're going to see mostly clear conditions, and those numbers will be dropping into the 80s. And by ABC4 News at 10, those mostly clear skies and temperatures right around 78. So pleasant as we head into tonight. We could see the winds picking up just a little bit, and winds are going to be something we watch tomorrow. We're expecting windy conditions. Futurecast taking us through, and the reason being, we've got a cold front that's going to track through the Beehive State. A little more cloud cover by tomorrow afternoon, and the winds will pick up ahead of the front that's going to move on through, and it's going to bring cooler air behind it and ahead of it, that warm southerly flow, which will allow those temperatures to climb. It's not just going to be hot, but if we get that warmth from our southerly wind, we'll see those above average temperatures and the slight chance we break a record. Did you also see that isolated chance for maybe a storm in the basin? We'll keep an eye on it. It's going to mostly dry front. Okay, the moisture tracker steps us back and tells you the big weather features that are impacting Utah. It's high pressure that's in control. There's that system to the north. It sends that cold front through for our Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. The high starts to slide a little further east, which opens the door, and that's where you see that increase of green over the Beehive State for another monsoon push. So thunderstorms are still in the forecast, and that is going to change the scene. So we have the heat to begin the work week, but we'll see some stormy conditions as we close it out, and that's by Thursday and Friday in southern Utah. Temperatures in the 90s, going 101 for Salt Lake tomorrow with the help of the winds. 90s and triple digits in Moab, 105 in St. George. Here's a look at the next 7 days, and Labor Day weekend is on the 7-day here, so your forecast in view there, where we have the potential of seeing some storms, and temperatures will be dropping. We go from the triple digits to the 90s to the 80s. Down there in St. George, here's the Wasatch Front, which gives you an idea that we also ride the temperature roller coaster for the next couple of days. We have an isolated chance of storms on Friday, and then as we move through Labor Day weekend, that chance of storms with lingering moisture holds on. Temperatures go kind of cool. How about that day in the 70s?
I'm wondering where that triple-digit day came from.
Yeah, that's just dropping.
Came from the high pressure. It's like, hey, summer heat, and then we're like, let's go into Labor Day.
At least it's
weekend.
not lasting.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I remember last September we had quite a few. I mean, obviously we're not in September yet, but last September we had quite a few triple-digit days.
We did, 100-degree days for sure, and here we are closing out the month of August, and we're going to sneak another one. I think tomorrow we're going to sneak another one, and that could break the record. So,
Okay,
all right.
Let's see. Thank you so much, Alana. We appreciate it.